Officials, two captains coming up, SK Kamaluddin and Bikash Kumar Sahu from Young Utkal Club. As before the proceeding of the game, there's a toss time, which out of which the captains will decide out which will be the side they'll go ahead with, and that's what they wanted to go ahead with. With time just ticking off, they wanted to follow through that moment. They wanted to get it through that point, and that's a major point where both teams stand tall, shoulder to shoulder, putting up. And that is an indication of a great contest between Young Utkal Club and Independent Club before the proceeding. And that's we check it out. We look at that point, and that's what it takes from our end. As shortly we'll see the team lining up on the ground to play for this game, to play for their side. start of the play into that action. And that's they wanted to call it up. Both teams have started their campaigns so well in this tournament and would look to add that touch, look to add this game to their point. And that's we look to see that one with that great one. Look at that sides. They wanted to build that pressure in the starts off. They wanted to get that kind of a start. Both teams look to build that pressure. Utkal Club and the Independent Club. Utkal Club in boys in blue, whereas in orange we see Independent Club. Both wanted to start the best what they can do in this game. But it's a great contest of a great play, fair play. What we see in them, we wanted to check it out quickly. It just gets it away with it. And then he tried it well, looks at that kick, just he asked for that goal. It was just away from that goal, which was not given as a goal, away with that line, but this was just an indication of this game going to be great. Young Utkal Club would never allow any easy chance. They want to bank on with every best possible opportunity. And they wanted to create that early breakthrough pressure over the independent club. And that's what the both teams wanted to start off their proceeding. Jersey number 12, he was Papuni Bindan taking that one up, but a good clearance coming up from jersey number 7 from their side, and just looking to pass it to jersey number 10, led by SK Kamaluddin, the goalkeeper and captain. And that's what they wanted to call it up. They wanted to end that one up. And that's what they want to call it up. They wanted to ensure if they get it back onto that point, and that's they want to call it up, trying to get that pressure. Both teams looking to provide that kind of a game. What it all happens and taken up. They wanted to set back that stage, wanted to allow that one up, and then in the end, it's just a great way to watch this one up. Clearly been mentioned the points where they want to add is just the beginning, as that's what both teams wanted to get a fair play and idea of the ground condition. The more that they've got the ball in possession, the more they'll get a good idea over that pitch, over that field, as it's completely lost it up just because of that weather, and it's patch has been there on the field, which is creating difficulty for the players to actually showcase their skill, their best dribble skill, taking the ball along with their movement. It's just holding their back, the foot, sliding with that portion, and there we see you have got it, but foul being given on that same point. And they wanted to show it up, and that's where it's taking them ahead with that point, with the time ticking off. That's just the beginning. What the indication we see from both the sides is it looks great and good from that angle, from that point. Looks to find that point, looks to find that great way. And that's a cross kick coming in from that point. They want you to take that one up. That's a great way to watch this up. Taking that free kick, they want the best portion, they want the best part to get it in all that way. And that's where they wanted to go with that free kick from their point. Independent club with all that quick way, long kick coming in as a header and just misses it. Was a close call. That's where the pressure start building when these kind of opportunity arises. And that's what they wanted to go with, that same independent club trying to get that position, trying to get the good control of the ball, and that's where they want to get it up. And that's clearly we see that hint of an injury part. That's not all okay for independent club, as he looks little in trouble, as Yes, he's okay with it. It's on the ground, and that's clearly the referee giving that foul, quickly analyzing that point. And that's they wanted to call it up. Just trying to quickly getting that touch, just trying to get that one up. And that's a point. He wanted to build that pressure. He wanted to get it up. And that's what they are looking to get that one. Things just going with best try. And that's where the marking has been great from the independent club. They're marking it accurately with players not allowing any inch, not allowing them any space for them, just trying to play that fearless approach. And that's happened same for the Young Utkal Club. Both just trying to go with that dominance, that fearless approach of a great dominance. Both the sides looking to show that the best what they can do in making it great, counting it great, and that's where they wanted to fall it apart with that great point, trying to create and come over to the best opportunity if they have any. That's what both teams trying to get it up. Here is a chance coming in, trying to get inside, hit it, and just going it away. Young Utkal Club trying to make the best possible use of the opportunity. Somehow, could not trying to get that finishing touch, but well try. Almost that's somewhere they wanted to mark their presence. They wanted to mark their great contribution as a teamwork. It was a great pass indeed to come up through that point. And again, they want to back show the spirit, show the best game. Jersey number 7 quickly marching to that one. But jersey number 15 from Utkal Club trying to get it ahead. Sumit Boy as well there. He was close to him. As just as Tapana Kumar, who was there in the point, trying to push it hard, trying to get it back. And Biswajit Behera as well from the side, trying to kick it ahead, trying to get that opportunity. with jersey number 15, Biswajit Behera from the Utkal Club. Trying to get that opportunity, trying to get inside that D region, looking to go with that cross and missing it completely. Looking to selflessly kick that one up, but just missing that one and a good save in the end. And that's where they want to come up back, want to create that pass, a good movement. It's a matter of time that both team have now adjusted to the time zone, to the ground atmosphere, to the conditions, as they're very much adapted to that segment. They're very much adapted to that point of getting that one up. And then they wanted to kick that one up. And there you see that a bit of collusion between players. And that's really what happens when you want to tackle up. That's a good tackle to beat the ball from him, get the ball back. Independent club trying to prove the best with that good pass coming in. Again, they've got the ball back. Jersey number 13 passing is on to right, left to left. Trying to get inside that one. Good pass coming in. And then he missed that chance. Lost it his body. It was a brilliant pass. Dinabandhu Das lost it this close call. It was a good ball indeed. And that's they have to look up for the foul. Is it? If not so, then it will be carry forward for the game. As yes, it does. But what a great way to pass that one. He was almost there. Reaches out there. He was holding that time. And then they wanted to create that chance, wanted to create that charge. And then they want to carry it up. Again, wanted to pass it up. Chance there, and then he's just crossing up still. They've got the ball in possession, jersey number 14, and he missed that chance completely. And then he wanted to carry it up, wanted to keep the ball, and yes, the whistle goes up. In fact, Young Utkal Club trying to mark their presence. They want to show the best what they can. They wanted to be on that great side as they are a little bit lagging behind with time. As we clearly see that chance of that injury part, the referee giving a good fair call, and the referee point from this tournament have been great. We've seen so much fair and just decision from that point coming in. Free kick coming in. Can they mark it to that point? Can he do so to that flyer? Header coming in, and then cross going away with it. Missing that chance. As we wait to watch, like, what is the thing that both teams looking to analyze the game so far? Like, what is the point of which are the key players they need to keep their foot on? They have to cover them up, or they do not want to give them any chance. Which are the key players they want to set their foot on them and then want to carry forward with that point? That's likely to be happening with that point. As the time just ticking off, both teams wanted to add that kind of a difficulty for each other. They want to get that chance. Somehow, these are the moments to get in with that brilliant pass, wanted to get it, and then he lost his control. And that's he's angry with what has happened. Completely, you look at that point, he's reaching out to the referee for asking that it was a deliberately a foul which was not giving, and that's what he appeals. He asks, and then he went to the referee for that foul for asking for that one quickly. They wanted to be on that way with that cross coming in. Chance there still they've got the chance, but clearance coming in this time. He does it best to just kicks it away. Though they'll get a corner there, in fact, but what a great way to get that chance. It was going to be a goal from the independent club, but somehow they've pulled up this, and now they still have a corner in their hope for getting that goal, and that's what we see if they wanted to get it up. And that's the header coming in, and quickly referee gives the ball. And that's where they wanted to get up on that pitch, wanted to go with that rhythm. And they wanted to go ahead with that cross coming in. Still, they've got jersey number 14, and it just crosses it. He's not happy with what has happened. He's not happy with what has happened. Just quickly bisecting and just kissing that net was not all okay with what has happened. Look at that frustration for jersey number 7. He's so much angry. Ganesh Sati, he's not okay with what has happened. Completely losing his anger. He's They still have got that corner coming in with all the hopes this time to get the first one. Young Utkal Club wanted to get the best possible outcome for this moment. They wanted to get it ahead with that cross and the clearance with this header. Again, back to back try. Again, they've missed that chance. And there you see quickly things not. Yes, he's okay. He's on now. He's on his feet. Cross coming in with that free kick. They still have that chance. Can they come back at this moment? Can they get a good comeback in this moment? They wanted to get a good back. They wanted to prove they are the good. He takes it long, long, and a brilliant save. Still, they've got a chance. Has he done it? Has he done it this time in this second goal? Yes, they did it. It was a hint of a goal coming from Independent Club. And yes, Ashish Kumar with that brilliant move. And then in the end, that finishing touch coming in with that brilliant goal as they lead this game. The first goal starts off. are getting better and better for independent club as they make the best use of this opportunity. You quickly see that one, a good save in the first attempt. It was a header, and then in the end, that touch. Dinabandhu Das with that touch with a goal coming in straight away. Jersey number 10 pulling out this in the second attempt as in deflection, and a good piece of work done. Absolutely great piece of work. Absolutely great to watch him up. And that's a great way to lead this game, taking that lead ahead. What a great way this game moves on with the first half coming to an end after a few minutes. 31 minutes have gone so far, as he's not okay. Things not look right. Thing did not look right, and that's what they are questioning to referee again and again, and that's a bit of an arguments, I would say. And that's what we look: is everything okay, all right, or they need to wait for the physiotherapist? No, he's okay there on the ground. So start of play will be in action resumed. And they just have got that chance. They've got that hint in their way. They just wanted to get that thing happening up from their side. As that's really what happens when they want to take it up. They've got that as a close chance. Quickly, they've got a chance for again a corner being raised, with again pressure mounting on the Young Utkal Club, as they're already lagging behind by a goal, and they have wanted to save on this moment with this. And they wanted to clear that one up. Still, they've got the ball back. And that's the yellow card straight away. He's taken that out. Referee, this time with no hesitation. Jersey number 2 this time from the independent club, Ashish Kumar. As there's a free kick rewarded. And that's a bit of chat. Jersey number captain Bikash Kumar Sahu there, standing tall on this occasion. Binabandhu Das. Cross and then no chance. Utkal Club have missed this chance again. As time is ticking off, they are now wanted to show the best what they can do. They're doing it best. Somehow they wanted to wait for that moment to come up, as that's what is the time ticking off. They wanted to come back. They wanted to show things in their favor. They wanted to show things for their way, for their cause. They wanted to show it to the best of their abilities. That cross coming in, and the clearance coming right, in fact, at the right time. And that's what they wanted to call it up, wanted to show it up, trying to just get it aside, wanted to kick it ahead, and then that clearance coming in with all that way, all that set, trying to kick it ahead, and then it was a great way, great sight of it. They wanted to keep it hard, not trying to give an inch, and that's where thing happen. That's where thing counts. They wanted to get it set. They wanted to set it, keep going, and that's where it takes and it lands up to that side. They've missed that chance completely out of it. And then again, just trying to flick that one up. And then they wanted to get it a good clearance. And finally, they ended up that one. Referee quickly coming and then agrees with that foul. And that's what they are just chatting a bit to the referee point. That is it okay, or like do we have to cross check it? Do we need to look at that point? Jersey number 12 from their side, Bapu Bani will take this free kick. And now they've all that chances to get a good comeback. This is the chance. And now all the pressure bounds on him with all the hopes, trying to get reinfused with all the possible. Can he do it? Again, that's a good piece of work done. Absolutely great way to choke that up. Instantly, he get that ball up, but a good sight of relief for the team. And wanted to clear that one up, and easily they've cleared that one and wanted to get jersey number 2. And again, the ball is in play, but well, that's just a great piece of defense. Strong as you like. Back to back corners. This is a right, left corner they have got again. They've wanted to come back, and the clearance has been done with absolutely good running, speeding up, wanted to pass, and then in the end, block. And then we clearly see that a part of injury there. Physiotherapist quickly running up and checking up, is everything okay, all right? And then they wanted to ensure that everything going right. Time just ticking off, and that's what independent club would look to go with that time, as they're already ahead with time with that point with a lead. And that's a way they're not bothering way much for that point. And that's a bit of exchange of words, and that's what he's said to. From this point they have to leave the ground, and that's that okay point. Start of play will be in action, and then again they've got the ball back, time just ticking off. And then again just trying to get it back with that brilliant touch, wanted to get it up quickly, as a good piece of defense. They've cleared that one up easily, ball going away with it, and then it's a good way to watch it. And that's what with time it they have to watch it up, look it up ahead, what's going up. They wanted to ensure that everything going up well, trying to get, looking to go for that chance. Again that same way, though still they've got the ball, kick coming in, and straight is a good clearance in the end. They were so close, marching back, as you see that good clearance in the end. And then he says he's pulling up. He's asking to referee that is pulling up, not giving me the chance. And that's he says he didn't recognize or he doesn't see it. Jersey number 17 from that point, taking up from Young Utkal Club. Pratyush Kumar with that pass. As time just ticking off. Not sure of how much additional time will be rewarded for this point. As they and the good clearance in the fact. Corner will be given in that touch, but a good clearance for this point. And now they have a chance. They wanted to make sure time is ticking off, want to add. They want to add that goal, wanted to go with that brilliant easy pass and a good clearance in the end, but could not clear to that best. And yes, it goes away. With this chance, they've missed this one, time ticking off. And yes, they've missed that point again. And again, a good piece of work done. Absolutely good presence of mind. 3 minutes of additional time being given. And that's they wanted to call it up. They wanted to get it back, wanted to ensure that as you see a good marking. There you see a good marking exceptionally well inside that box, and he wanted to clear that one. And yes, in fact, they did it. Back to back chances being given, pressure was rising high onto that point, but they've carved that way, finding that way, easy one, back to that pass. Jersey number 23 sticking to that pass. Could that be a moment? And again, back to back, you see that counter attack from the. And that's what they are looking. And that's you see the time ticking off. That's what they wanted to at least dominate last 2 minutes, make sure closing this with a lead. But somehow they just want to end up this with an equalizer. As they wanted to get it up. Again, time ticking off with all everything that they're just going ahead with. They're lapsing with quickly, wanted to quick up last 50 seconds to go with the time. Can they get it? This time, can they get it? But a good piece of work done in the end. And then they've got the ball back with that good pass coming in. As you see, the ball is in play, wanted to come back quickly. You see that ball just going away with it. As quickly, the time just ticking off. Time ticking off, but there we see a injury being, it looks out a serious one. And that's we see the people coming in large numbers to watch this great game, support their team. And that's what they wanted to check it up, what's going up there. And that's what they are waiting for, that time to tick off with that corner coming up with all the hopes. Already they are with that time, but they have one possible outcome to end this one. With the end this one, will they end this one? And yes, they did in the final seconds. Great end to this last few seconds of first half, and they did it. This was a corner coming with all the hopes to get a lead, and yes, what a splendid way to get a lead on that highest level, beating that down. No answer to that defense line. Look at that quick kick, doing that job done. Jersey number 10 from this side. Independent club, working it hard, doing the best what they can do. Chutu Murmu doing this one, as this is an absolute great one. Chutu Murmu doing this one. Hero of this day so far. What a great way. Absolutely great to watch this one. And he has created that one. Look at the happiness on the independent club. They knew they have gone the best part of this first half. What they were able to do with all the best they can, they did it. Absolutely with flying colors. Absolutely great to watch them up. And that's the half time being called off. We'll be back shortly from the second half. I promise you it will be a great contest in the second half as well. Young Utkal Club 0, whereas Independent Club with 2 goals. And that's in the full time we have. Stay tuned, we'll be back shortly there. way for the first half. We've seen the team leading it from front, getting that touch, getting that moment, and that's what they were looking to create, that pressure. They were trying to build it up. Also, they were looking to get it in the very best way of what best they can do in order to ensure that they were doing good and better, with time just ticking off, last 45 minutes to go. And let's see what planning we have in the dugout for the sideways for both teams. One team strongly dominating Independent Club. They've got that movement, but somehow the Young Utkal Club little worried about the game they've played. And that's yellow card straight away. Yellow card straight away being raised on that point. Clearly, he has put it up, and that they were trying to get in the best way, picking that one up. And that's where they wanted to show it up, trying to go with that cross coming in straight into his hand, looking to create that early breakthrough. Somehow they wanted to get it back, but good try, well try in the end. Straight into his hand, just trying to play with that one quickly, back to back two times. We've seen a good comeback from their side. They wanted to get up on this moment, but what a great way to play this one. And now it seems out they have changed their strategy, they have changed their planning for the game, which happened in the first half. Completely, they look uncontrolled, unimaginable with the situation. Now they are playing with that aggressive game. Quickly, they want to add somehow. There you see that sliding effort. It was not required though at all, but quickly you see that in the hunt for getting that ball back from the goalkeeper, as he straight away is hurted to SK Kamaluddin, the captain. And yes, he quickly asked about what has happened up there. SK Kamaluddin is not happy with what has happened. And then he discussed with the referee with what has happened. And that's a bit of chat between them. And that's he wanted to break it through. He wanted to get it through that point. He wanted to get set up. And then in the end, he wanted to get through that point with that good kick coming in with that clearance. And then in the end, with that point, to take that action ahead into that segment, into that side, wanted to break through that one up, wanted to show that one up, and that's where the time just ticking. They just worried about the time. That's what the Utkal club wanted to go ahead quickly with time. They wanted to make sure that they come back quickly. And he wanted to come back quickly with that intention. He was looking to just draw it back, pull it up at any way. He wanted to ensure they're getting back quickly. They want that kind of a good comeback, but quickly, no inch and no hint for a mistake from the side. Independent club dominating purely with the good presence of mind, but somehow they want to get into that position. Young Utkal club looking to get the best portion, looking to try finding out whatever the best they can happen, whatever the best they can watch and see. And then he wanted to get it quickly, he wanted to come up back, and that's what he says out is the goal given, but foul was given early before this start. It will not be in action, which is why it's just starting with that way. And then they wanted out to come up with this intention, they wanted to come up with that point. And that's what they wanted to show. And then they wanted to come up back quickly, they want to get it set aside, want to get it in best, they want to get good control over that point. And then they are into that control, into that side, with that good clearance coming in over to his side. And that's what all the best portion, best part, they wanted to show it what best they can do. And that several times they've tried to push it hard, and that's a great way to watch this up. Aske Kamaluddin trying to get it as better as he can. He wanted to look, and then he wanted to come back with that point. and that's where they want to find out already in good independent club. So much calm and composed throughout the game. We've seen not a single time we've seen that frustration on their mark before the proceeding as well. They were looking in good control, touch, good touch, calmly composed, just concentrating on their work. That's all. Good cross coming in, great pass. They wanted to pull it up. They want to show it best what they can do. Absolutely in good touch and good control. Absolutely in great way to watch this up. They wanted to try it up hard as they wanted to ensure everything going right for their way as they look to send aside. They want to set aside a great pair and great piece of work done from their end. And that clearance coming in with that header and then just going it away. And then we see there's a collusion. Jersey number 10 from the side. Chutu Murmu, I think so, he's hurted. He's not well. Clearly, we see the yellow card taken out from the side. Things not going good. And that we see the physiotherapist coming up, checking up everything okay, all right. So they're just waiting for everything gets okay and good. And that's we see clearly things coming up from their way. And then they want to fight it back quickly. They do not want to give an inch. Quickly, this game moves. They wanted to get up with things, and then they're trying to put it hard. Wanted to create that chance of error. Wanted to march that up back, and then in the end, they want to end up this one as a great way. And that's they wanted to ensure that they're going with that same way, just trying to. And that is a hint for an injury. Quickly, we see that physiotherapist running quickly on the ground, on the field to check it up, as that sort of good news stretch has been pulled up. In fact, there should be a replacement for this one, as they have to go through this phase. They have to ensure that last 30 minutes has to be in their way, fully dominated. They have to play with that part. That start of the play, both teams wanted to show up the best part, the best work, what they can do. Time just ticking off, and that's what they are wondering about the situation, wondering about the game, and that's where they're counting it up. They're wondering for that same point. They wanted to get that one up high onto that point. Jersey number 7, as he kicks it up, as he kicks it away, wanted to ensure that he's on that same way, and he misses that mark. And he completely misses that mark. And that's straight and just misses. A powerful kick was looking a chance for that goal. But what a great striking this is. SK Kamaluddin has no clue over to it. But thank God, a sight of relief for independent club, as they want, as they are now a little bit worried about. They have started getting back position. Young Utkal Club trying to dominantly putting it best with that aggressive mood. They're picking it hardly. And that's the intention where they want to bring it up. And we clearly see that two player collided. Referee not interested in that foul at all. And then again they wanted to go with that same spirit, straight and just coming easy onto them. And that's the last 25 minutes to go for this game. And then again we see that collusion. Things not going perfect, things not going okay with it. Let's quickly start off the play. Boys in blue just trying to dominate it, trying to get that ball anyway. They wanted to play that quick game. They wanted to ensure they are just going good, doing good, coming back, and then they're just trying to put it hard. They're just trying to keep it simple. They're rolling back over to it, and that's where things happen. Things counts. They wanted to create on that part. Again, straight into his hand and then just a clearance with one hand. Tushar Kumar Sahu doing this time a good job. And then again, they wanted to come up back. And that's where they want to get it up back. They wanted to come back with that good hope. And then again, they wanted to come quickly with that and straight into the hands of SK Kamaluddin, captain. He has done a good job today, phenomenal one. And that's where he wanted to shine up quickly. He wanted to show that error. He wanted to come back quickly, and that's where they wanted to fall apart. Looking to get a great chance. And then quickly we see again that injury part. Things not going okay with the same point as things taking up right. And that's again they wanted to kick up quickly, wanted to show it up, and that's what they wanted to do up. Trying to pass it as easy as they just wanted to go with small passes. That's a time where they want to restore that energy with them, reinfuse, and look at the kind of spirit between these players from the very first minute of the play till it's about to 70 minutes of play. Look at that energy level. That's immense, insane, and that is a great save, flying high. Ask Kamaluddin playing the part of captain, leading that team. And that's the time just ticking off. Last 20 minutes to go with more drama to come, more best things to come in their way. The game's not ended yet. Last 20 minutes with that decider one. And that's they wanted to show it up. That's what it wanted to come up with their way. They wanted to check it up as hard as they will, as good as they can, with that great flying color, with that great coordination of players with actually with them. They wanted to show to them the kind of a game spirit they have, playing with that same intention, drawing with that same intention, falling with that part. That's what in last 20 minutes both teams wanted to come up with. One team strongly has little worried about the time as trailing by 2 goals, independent club, a Young Utkal Club, especially trailing with this one as they wanted to come up strongly with the goal. And that's what all the independent club wanted to just keep the ball long as they can, just passing with that time. They knew they are already ahead with that time, and they wanted to follow that same pattern. Last 20 minutes, the same, they wanted to follow with that same energy. Without any foul, making sure that they do not go with any error, any stupid error, providing them with opportunity for that point. The second time we see the most of the time the injury taking part for that reason, as physiotherapist quickly coming up and checking up, is everything okay, all right? Is everything perfect for that same point? And they wanted to come up back with that flyer, absolutely great. Just trying to kick that one ahead and then just going it away with it. That's what again quickly wanted to show, wanted to get it up, but a good piece of work done. And they've got that ball back. Tried it hard, but in the end, good work done. And that's a clearance coming in that way. And again, wanted to quickly cross it. One, no one's there. Could barely be, and a good presence of mind. Almost tried to reach it there, but in the end, losing that grip, losing that time. And that's what is a mistake. They wanted someone to be there on that point. And again, now they've got the ball, but referee blows that whistle. Last 15 minutes of the play left. and that's what they want to call it up. Looking to try that point, looking to try that pace, looking for that angle, looking to develop that point, trying to create that chance, trying to create that charge, looking to get it through that one with that cross kick coming in. And then again, as a good clearance, you see there's a great improvement in the second half by the defense of the independent, the Young Utkal Club. And you see they are more playing that fearless game, aggressive game with good approach, Utkal Club. They're just for that hunt for that goal. You see the number of times they've played that attacking game quickly, but somehow could not ending to that finishing touch as they wanted to come up on their way. And that's you see things keeping it up, looking in that way. Referee quickly coming up and checking it up. Is everything okay there? Start of play from his end, and that's what they wanted to come up back. And that's where they wanted to come it back, looking to come back quickly with that point. And that is a great way to look that point. And that's what we look in that phase, looking to create that one with easy one, looking to get inside that way, trying to get that space, but somehow losing his balance. In the end, ball again getting back to that point. And again, he's passing it back clearly with that same hint. And then clearly we see that again. How many times we see this happening more in this game? But as we proceed to the last 10 minutes, the deciding point, we have one thing independent club having a great dominance over this game was just trying to play positive, calmless, so much composed, just focusing on the kind of game, natural game they have. That's all. And whereas Young Utkal Club trying to go a little harsh, little bit, they want to quickly get a goal. That's what they are looking to get at this stage, at least to start up their game, opening their account. They wanted to at least get a goal to be in the game. As so far this game rolls at the side for the independent club, as they've got two precious goal in the first half, as the second half have been purely dominated more by Young Utkal Club, but somehow they've got few opportunities they have created but could not turn up to the best to those opportunities. There they keep it ahead, timing with their side. They wanted to end that one up. And then it's every possible outcome. He wanted to show it up quickly. That's cross and clearance with the header. Still, they'll get a chance in the form of a corner, but still, great way to just kick that one ahead. And a corner with all the hopes, at least to get a comeback. They wanted a comeback. They wanted to get a comeback. Again, that one, and just missing it away. Straight and just going away. And then he wanted to call it up ahead with that pass coming in. And that's where they want to build that pressure up. And that's they fought high, want to get that one, and yes, they celebrate it in that way. Yes, they did it. This was a magical moment they were looking to seal, and yes, of course, they've got it back. A flying color. The game's not yet over. That defiance. This game is still alive. This game is still alive. What a great comeback, fighting hard. They knew they will not want it to go this away from this hand, and a great fighting comeback with this team. Young Utkal Club dominantly so good, trying to make sure that they remain on that one. And just have a look at their jersey number 7 with that flyer. And SK Kamaluddin has got no clue. This is Niranjan Behera with that wonderful kick and into that goal. With that one again. Is it the one? Whoa, what do you look at? Quickly running up, and they won't believe it. What has happened yet there? SK Kamaluddin says, oops. Look at that moment. What is happening up there? For a while it looks, it has crossed that line. When you imagine, just in a blink of a second, you see that it was quickly running jersey number 8, Pabitra Das. He think he made it, but quickly in the end they realize the surface is little hard. That's not like that easy surface. Just because of that rain, that potholes a bit in that has helped them. Who would have thought these ground potholes have saved them this moment? Otherwise, they would have been down to two back to back one. But what a great combination and a contribution from boys in blue, soaring back, roaring back, a great one, and a great comeback too. And a good clearance in the end, wanted to come back. What a great match this has been. Last 6 minutes, as it's become very difficult to save last 6 minutes from independent club. They knew because they are a little bit dripping this game away. They got a good luck over the second one. Otherwise, they would have been on that draw. Hardly look at that one. I would barely say it would have been crosses that line and then they would have got that one. But it stopped in that region due to that pothole surface, and he's not kicked that one tightly, which is the reason for it. But this time, I would say it was all about the luck. They've got that one, but independent club has to be very careful at this point to keep that game in their favor. But whereas Young Utkal Club dominatingly doing good, looking for that great comeback, looking to get that movement, looking to get that touch, and they quickly argues, ask to referee that is that a foul? Why not being given? We want this one as this A bit of word for them, chit chat. Chance for them, time ticking off, danger arising for independent club as they knew things are going away from them. Things are just going away and away. Time just ticking off. They don't have much time. They wanted to save. Somehow they want to defend this one up. They wanted to defend this one. Cross coming in. Can they march it? Still they've got the ball. Jersey number 7 kicks it, but Ganesh Sethi this time could not put that towards the net. And a big sigh of relief for independent club. As they knew this is the last 3 minutes, they have to do the best. They have to prove their best. They have to be so much quick, aware of not giving any foul, not producing any foul. Just they have to be good as they are. They wanted to be on the best side. And that's what he's taking the time ticking off. 88 minutes, the game has moved on. Last 2 minutes, and that's our collusion. Clearly, we see referees not interested in that. The ball just carrying on as clearly wanted to come back. They wanted to steal that, but jersey number 8 quickly. He has raced to that point and then lost the ball in control and well deflected ahead of that zone. That's what they wanted to do. Just last 2 minutes, they have to do the same. Kicking the ball away as long as from that defense region. That's what they can do. And that's what the time they're sure of just ticking off. And they're a little worried about the additional time as well. How much of additional time will be carried on as SK Kamaluddin holds the ball, grabs the ball, and that's what the only object he has in his hand. He wanted to keep safe. The team is alive for last 3 minutes, 4 minutes time as well. 89 minutes, 88, 89. Yes, it's 89 minutes. Just 1 minute to go with 90 seconds. Last 60 seconds to go. And of how much of additional time will be provided. They want to come back. They want to get back onto that same side, and that's what the game moves. Last 4 minutes with one goal to go, just an equalizer. Independent club, Young Utkal Club wanted that equalizer at any cost. They wanted to be quickly as time ticking off, as time just lapsing, as he wanted to play through center half to the center line. As what they can do, probably just kick that ball as long from that region to the center forward line. Clearly, we see that in good indication of this work. Team handling this one quickly. Boys in blue in control, compatibly in good command. Seconds passing up, 90 minutes time, full over. And now wanted to know what the exact time of additional being granted for this game. How much additional time being provided, as they wanted to get it going. They wanted to get it up as the foul clearly given by the referee. Great work. Keeping his eye on the every moment this time. Every single foul, every single opportunity, every single moment is precious. As quickly the time ticking off, ticking off. And that's they wanted to ensure, are they going on the same way or are they looking to just go keeping that ball, just playing that safe game. 6 minutes of additional time being given. That is a good news for the Young Utkal Club, as they knew this is the last 6 minutes out of which one has gone. Last 5 minutes, more importantly, 5 minutes they wanted to show, they wanted to come back. They don't have much time. Just go with that game, keeping that game so good, keeping all the thing hard from them, and that's what they want to break that shackle. Want to come back up, and that's we wanted to ensure as game is carry forward. Look at that part. Everyone is quick, aggressive, quickly making it sure the time quickly passes. Nobody is there. It's just he wanted to kick quickly, wanted to create that one. He's running quickly, in short, to get that one, and no space given to him. Well guided and deflected, but did not get any chance. Did not get any part on the ball, and that's what the foul given. As we see, it's not Olo. AES is on. That's good news. Is on the way as 2 minutes time passed on last 4 minutes remaining. Time just ticking off, time just going away from them, just looking to march that one, just looking to seal that point. And that's it's just ticking off. Last 3 minutes to go. That's what Independent Club want to hold this game for a while. Last 3 minutes, just they want to hold that grip, just want to carry the game with the same intention they've been it off. No marginal error, no chance of error. Just what they want to keep the ball, and that's just they wanted to go with that time just ticking off. And that's a good clearance, a good way to tackle up. They caught the ball, jersey number 5 running quickly, Niranjan Behere from the side, the one who scores the goal, and he wanted to keep them, wanted to distract them a bit, and that's what they wanted to keep it, tackling it up, jersey number 23 along with that, and this is just going away from them. But time is just ticking off. That's what all Independent Club wanted. In fact, they're just feeling good for that point, just keeping the ball, didn't allow them to move in that way, just blocking them at any point. With this time ticking off, last 2 minutes go, and the time just ticking off. That's what boys in blue wanted to get up, but still SK Kamaluddin does a good job done in the end. He carries that one up, holds the match in his hand. This is what the captain is providing the best to his team. As time just ticking off, that's what all he wanted to do. Just keeping the ball away with them. That's what all that they needed to just stop them for the last 1.5 minutes. That's all what they can need, not to provide the ball to them for the last 60-second time, hardly. Time just ticking off as they're just keeping it one, pushing it hard. That's what they wanted to play with. Time ticking off, last 60 seconds to go, and that's they want it up. Again, can that be a chance? But SK Kamaluddin dives and he saves this moment. He grabs the ball completely in his hand and he gets the best work what he can do. SK Kamaluddin holds this moment. As a captain, clearly we see he's not happy. Ganesh Sethi quickly running to get that one up. And last 60 seconds, last 30 seconds to go, time ticking off. Quickly, he needs to be on the ground. That's what all the time ticking off. They'll not be left with much time. And the captain having a chat with the referee with what they can do along. And then time ticking off. That's what referee is giving them that notification for time ticking off. Make sure that the time is just ticking off from your way. That's what it will happen up. And it's the entire time is gone now. Not sure of how much additional touch will be provided for that way. And the ball being given to the point. As K Kamaluddin holds the ball and he kicks it high into that. And yes, call of the match. And a great end to the game. Independent Club finally able to hold this last 10 minutes, last moments in their favor. The game going in their way. With that one lead, they won this game with 2-1. The scoreline follows Young Utkal Club with one goal coming from the end of Niranjan Behera, jersey number 5, and two goals from Independent Club. And that's all in the full time. We see this game, great game ahead. And that's best what they wanted from their end. They have to have a look at his points. They wanted to have a look at that point stage. And tomorrow, stay tuned for the tomorrow matches. Chand Club, 3:30 p.m. Jai Durga Club versus, and 5:30 p.m. we have Sunrise Club versus Bidanasi Club. Tomorrow, stay tuned for these two great games. And that's all in the full time we have.